What's going on, comic book fans? Jimmy C. It's in the morning. I'm trying to make a quick video right before I go to work. Just a little contest update. It's ending this Friday. I guess we'll close it off at midnight. Thank you guys for entering. Got about like 15, I think, entries so far. It's just great hearing from you guys. Anyway, let's kick it off real fast. Quick video. I got a couple of things: flea market, eBay, comic show, North Jersey, and I got bitten by the art bug. So like, it's really like what I'm fascinated with. I'm learning all about it, original artwork and whatnot. It's so expensive though, so it's like you really got to pick and choose and be careful. Anyway, flea market. I grabbed two of these. It's an acquaintance of mine. He's a dealer. He actually set up shop, so I grabbed these two. First Gladiator and part 2 of the 3-part where Kingpin meets Daredevil. $20, can't go wrong. What else did I get? So at the show, I tell you, the show was this past Sunday, and I barely bought anything. That's how I know, like, don't get me wrong, I'm still into comics, but it's just like, I'm taking a little break for a moment. I'm really like looking at the art and stuff, but I'm getting married, so I really can't buy anything. Anyway, $2. What's North Star? Comes out of the closet. I think his name is North Star. It's the first the mutant. He's gay. Well, it's comics, so I guess he came out of the telephone booth. But anyway, what else did we get? And this is the only thing I got. A nice Shazam #1. It's pretty good. There's a little chip right there, but $20. He had issue number 8, the origin story, but he wanted 25. And then he had the 3 Daredevils, 70, 71, 72. They were only about $8 a piece. And then he had the 2 issues of Star Wars. People are saying are going to be worth, are like potential speculation books. Issue, I think, 57 with Bespin the City, and then issue 88. And he wanted like $8 for each of those 2. They were really nice, but it's like, it adds up. It added up to like about 85. It was $95 in total. Oh, and he also had first Dinobots. It added up to like 95 in total, which it's not bad, but like, do I really want to drop $100 on like, stuff I'm not crazy about, let's say. So in my mind, 50 was my number. He told me, all right, 85, but it was just off. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to take the Shazam, and that's it. Anyway, I grabbed this on eBay. I was having a few cocktails, and I thought it was a great deal, and I don't think it's a bad deal, actually. $50, first Captain Marvel. It's mid-grade. It's not great, but it's definitely not bad, so, whatever. I can always get my money back for it, but you know what, I don't have an issue with this. I'm just, in my mind, I'm warped, because like about a year ago, at the auction at the comic show, like a VG copy went for $6 or $7. This is when I first started collecting again, and I didn't get it. I'm so stupid, but it wasn't a great copy anyway. I'm rambling. Anyway, moving on. My mother found this. She came over for Mother's Day, and she found this in like the closet. So old school stamps, 41 centers. They're not even forever stamps. Couldn't even use one on And then on the back, it tells you like the story of that cover. Art by Carmine Infantino, Jack Kirby, yada yada. But look at that, pretty cool. We got a little Hulk. Got some nice covers. Spidey, Hulk. Anyway, grabbed another one of these. It's my third one. It's 4.5 Old Blue Label. It's actually my 4th one, but I sold one. So now I got 3 of those. $100. I think ever since my video, they're getting harder to get. So it's funny. Like, did I have something to do with that? I don't know, but they're not going for like 100 anymore. I mean, they're still going for cheap, but I see a little bit of a bump. Anyhow, so this lady on Facebook, she says she's Nick Hardy's niece, which I kind of believe her because, she knows a lot about this guy after having met her. At first I was weary. She's a little bit of an odd duck. But so I went down there with my friend Georgie, and we went to see what she had. She told us there was no original artwork like published, but we said, you know what? How could we not take a shot and go see what's going on? So we went, and she's really into her dogs. It was like a I felt like I was on an episode of David Letterman. She's making us watch all the dog tricks and stuff, and she was a really gracious host. She was a little out there though, but you know what? It was in a good way. So she gave us this. She gave me this for nothing. It's just a print of like all the characters he's done, but it's got his real John Hancock down there. So, you know, even if we didn't buy anything, that's something cool to have. Cool print. I got a few things from her. Well, you know what? Let me leave that up while I tell you. So, you know, we went through all the boxes, and like, he's got so much artwork and stuff, unpublished, and like a lot of stuff he did that's not comic related, which I thought was cool. Sketches of women naked, pastels of the Wild West, a lot of like, it's not vaudeville stuff. Like, he was in Paris in the war, so he was drawing like a lot of Parisian figures. It kind of reminded me of the artist. He used to draw the hookers and stuff. It's his name. I'm drawing a blank right now. He was a short guy. Lautrec. Toulouse-Lautrec. That's what he reminded me of, like stuff he did. Anyway, so I showed her about like 30 sketches of comic stuff I wanted, and she's going it over it, and in her head she's like doing math, and we're just sitting there watching her, and she goes, "This would be about $3,000, but for you guys, I'll do $2,000." In my mind, I'm like $100 tops. You know, they're cool sketches, but it's unpublished work from. He's a good artist, but how many great artists are out there with thousands of little rough draft sketches of stuff, oddball things that aren't published? They're worth like $20 each on a good day. So in my mind, I'm laughing. I'm like, either she's crazy or she thinks we're two schmucks. I said, "Miss, we are way off." I said, "There's no way I'm giving you $2,000. In her mind, was she thinking like, "Oh my God, like if they offer me counter at $1,200, like was she thinking, "Oh, how about $1,200? I know you want two," and then she would say, "Hell yeah," in a second. I don't know. I can't help it, but I always think not the worst of people, but like this is how people are in life. Anyway, I said, "Listen, I said $2,000. I said I'm at about $100. So I said, let me go smoke a cigarette with my friend, and we'll talk, and you think things over." So we go smoke a cigarette, and we're bullshitting. She comes out like with the dogs and shows us more tricks, and like basically interrupts us because we wanted to talk a little and say, "Hey, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna do anything? Yes or no?" So I'm talking to her outside. I said, "Listen, you know what? There was a little painting he did, watercolor, had nothing to do with comics." I said, "I'll take that. And let me pick four sketches, and I'll give you $50. And yes or no?" I said, "I just want to leave with something. If not, I'll live." I said, "I'm not dying for anything." She goes, "Okay." So I went and I picked 4 sketches. So I got 5 sketches, and I'll show you anyway. So I got this cool sketch. Can you see it? It's Teen Titans sketch. I guess he was like maybe doing a cover, rough draft. That's pretty cool. You got the whole team. Got a nice Superman sketch. I got this. This is really cool. It's Tarzan. It's pencil and ink. I don't think it was ever published. He just did it to do it, but still, that's stuff like that's cool. I got a nice little Batlash. So remind you, she wanted $100 for each of these originally in her crazy head. But, we came to reality. We did a good deal. Got a nice Black Canary. And then this was by far the best sketch. Wonder Girl, Really nice. Like, he really put a lot of detail and effort into that. And then last but not least, this is the piece I got to, start it off. He did a painting. So he was in World War II. This is a really oddball piece. It's World War II. Like the rockets killed and hit a horse or something, and the poor immigrants, the Russian immigrants, because he's Russian originally, I believe. He painted them harvesting the horse meat because times were tough back then. The rations and everything. So I just thought this was a real oddball piece, and I don't know why. I just said, you know what, I gotta have this. I could picture myself on Antiques Roadshow 20 years from now with an oddball Nick Cardy piece. Going crazy, say, this is worth $5,000. I'm like, oh shit. Anyway, long story short, I paid $65 for all this stuff. So I finally got my original piece. I bought one piece before, but it was like a nonsense panel page of a 70s thing. But this is my first piece where I was scouring the websites and the art websites for ages. for not ages, for like a whole week, but like 2 hours a day. And I got my first original cover, and I'm so happy with it. Let's hope it stands up. There you go. Green Goblin, The Dark Legacy #1. It's a one-shot. Norman Osborn after like Civil War, after he ran S.H.I.E.L.D. I just love this cover, man. It's him looking like the man with the suit and cigar, and you got the maniacal laughing goblin behind. So I got a good deal on it. The guy wanted $500 plus shipping. Long story short, he gave it to me for $400 shipped, because he's out in Queens and I'm in Jersey. It wasn't a big deal shipping. So my first original piece of artwork, and I'm hooked. And I can't wait till the wedding's over. Just to start my life, but I have to start focusing on buying some good artwork. Oh yeah, guys, and I bought one more thing this week. I figured I'd show it. I went on a kick. You know what? I got a nice commission check last month, so I've never had this book before. So I was scouring eBay. There's so many on there, so I hit up guys and I see who wants to do a deal. So PayPal Direct, $11.25. For this book, it's ridiculous, the prices. So that was the best I was going to get, and I think it wasn't bad. It wasn't a Jimmy C deal, but it was low-end retail and the best you're going to get when getting this book. So now I got my first copy. That's about it. I want to keep this video relatively short. I don't know. I love this book, but I'm just loving my artwork. Anyway, Jimmy C signing off. Take care.